Good day. This is Engineer Michael M. Ramos Jr., student of Master of Engineering, major in Computer Engineering. For this video, we will demonstrate how to apply Boolean operation. So this is AutoCAD application number 9 based from the video of Dr. Edwin R. Arboleda, our professor in computer-aided drafting and design. So when it comes to the Boolean operation, so we have here three types of Boolean operators. We have here the subtract function, the union function, and we have here the intersect function. So we have here two different examples, and let's try to apply the subtract, the union, and also the intersect. So let's open our Autodesk AutoCAD. Any version may do. So in this drawing table, okay, on our Autodesk AutoCAD. So my version is 2021. So let's create this specific figure in example number 1. So we have here a rectangle with 3 squares on both sides. So the left, the up, or the left and the right, and also the upper portion of the rectangle. So let's create rectangle by typing rec. Okay. Then let's create. Okay, so we have here a rectangle. Okay, so next one, let's create 3 circles, okay, within the midpoint for each side. So we have here 3 sides. So let's try to activate our OSNAP. So in our OSNAP, we have here the midpoint. So let's create a circle. So C for circle. Then let's stop it in our midpoint. Okay. Then let's copy the circle and put it in the upper part and also in the lower part. So let's try to type CP for copy. Then select the object to be copied and hit enter. Select the midpoint part and then paste it on the midpoint part of the upper part. So in Autodesk AutoCAD 2021, it is predefined or automatically we have here the multiple copy of objects. So we will not be longer typing M for multiple. So automatic, once we copy the specific object, it is activated for multiple also. And then hit enter. Okay. So for this video number 9, let's create 3 copies of this figure, a rectangle with 3 circles. So let's select them all. Then let's type CP for copy. Then specify, for example, this part, and then paste them on the side. So let's activate the ortho mode. For us, we could copy it horizontally. The second one, the third one, and we have here the fourth one. Okay, so based in our presentation, the first Boolean operation that must be applied here is the subtraction. But before subtraction, we must apply the region command for each figure. So region is important for us. Those Boolean operations, the subtract, union, and intersect, would be applied. So let's select them all. Select the figures, okay? Or let's type reg for region, okay? Then select objects. So let's drag all and select them all, the square or the rectangle and the 3 circles. Then we have here specify opposite corner. So we have here 4 objects found and click enter. So based on this, we have here 4 loops extracted with 4 regions created. So let's apply reg also on the remaining 3. So let's type region or reg. Select the objects to be in region. So we have here, click enter. So we have here 4 loops extracted, 4 regions created. Another one, reg. Let's select the other object. Okay. And click and enter. So same, 4 loops extracted, 4 regions created. Then last one, reg. Select and click enter. Automatically and by result, all of these 4 are applied by the region. Now let's apply the formula for what we call subtract or subtraction. So for these 3 objects are applied using the region, same with the others. Now, this second diagram or second figure, let's apply the subtraction formula. So for subtraction formula, we must type SU, okay, shortcut command for subtract. Okay, so when it comes to subtraction, we must select at least one or more, or I mean, let's select objects, the first objects and also the second one objects. Okay, so the first objects to be selected are the base point of our figure. Okay, and the second object will satisfy to be subtracted for our base figure. So for example, let's try to type again sub or SU for subtract. So select object. So let's first select the circles. So the three circles. So click 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have here three found objects. So hit enter. Then the command line will ask again, select objects. Okay, select object to be subtracted. Okay, select solid, surface, and regions to subtract. Okay, so if we do not use, okay, we don't use reg, we cannot select any of these objects. So for this figure, we selected them all, applying reg or region. So we could select this rectangle, and once we hit enter, automatically the rectangle, all of those figures that are part of the rectangle would be subtracted. Okay, so this is the first figure. So for example, let's try to explode this one. Explode for found. Okay, select objects, and then okay. I think let's undo or let's delete it again. So let's select this one, then CO for copy. Okay, so for the second one, let's try the subtract. Okay, SU for subtract, and let's try if the first to be selected is the square and the second part to be selected to be subtracted are the circle. So select sa objects using the SU or subtract function. So let's click the rectangle first and hit enter. Then select solid, surface, and regions to subtract. So select objects. So let's select the three circles. Then let's hit enter. So automatically, if we first select the rectangle, the circle ones or any part of the rectangles that is being hit by the circle will be subtracted. A while ago, we selected first the three circles. So once we select the rectangle for the second time, all of the objects within the rectangle will be deleted or subtracted. So that is the function of what we call subtract. Now, let's assess the application of this Boolean operation, union. So when it comes to union, same goes in mathematics. So when it comes to union, we apply them all. So we merge them all to one object. So let's span this part and let's apply union on this figure. So this figure is under reg. So let's try to type UN for our union, uni for union. Then select objects. So let's select them all. So automatically, we see that these objects has overlaying lines, okay? And once we click union and select these four objects and click enter, automatically they merge. So we cannot see these lines, okay, based from the examples in reg. So this is the application of reg. This is the application of subtract. First is to apply region. Next is subtract. Select the three circles, hit enter, then select the rectangle, hit enter. On the other one, we apply also the same, the subtract function. So first we selected the rectangle, and for the second one, we selected the three circles. For the last one, we apply the union. So we type uni. After typing uni, we select all of these objects, the three circles and the rectangle. And once we hit enter, automatically, those objects are merged. Okay? So we're done with the subtract. We are done with the union. So for the last, let's apply intersect. So for intersect, our command to be typed is if. So let's create another object, which is a rectangle and a circle. So let's type rec for rectangle. Let's indicate the rectangle at this part. Okay. Then let's try to create a circle. Okay. So type C for circle. Let's create a circle on the right part using the midpoint of this one. So the circle is the midpoint of the circle is in this part. So let's try to enlarge the circle. Okay. So we have here a rectangle and we have here a circle. So let's apply this Boolean operator intersect. So when it comes to intersection, let's type in. So in shortcut for intersect. So when it comes to intersect, if two objects, two or three, or any objects that meets, okay, we will subtract the parts of the objects that do not intersect or do not meet. So based on this figure, this part will be deleted and also this part. Only this midpoint will be retained. So how do we do intersect? So we type in for intersect and then we will select the two object. After selecting the two object, we will click or hit enter. I think it is um it is invalid at this point because we do not use region. So we must type reg for region, same as from the previous drawing. So we use region in order to apply those Boolean operators or Boolean operations and hit enter. So automatically there are two loops extracted, two regions created. So let's type again in for intersect. Select the two objects, the rectangle and the circle. And once we click or hit enter, automatically we will get the figure of the intersected or the intersection of two objects. So let's try to undo. So as you see, this will be the remaining figure. Select the objects, click enter. Okay? So those are the Boolean operations, Boolean operators used in AutoCAD. So these are the subtract or the subtraction, the union, and the intersection. So we have here the SU, the uni, and the in. So if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. So where we apply what we've learned from the academe. Thank you so much. Have a great day and stay safe.